At the beginning of the story, we see a car arrive and stop outside a house. It is nighttime and it is raining heavily. Inside the car is a girl named Tess. Tess has come here for work purposes, and she has booked this house online through Airbnb. Tess enters the security code to take out the key, but the lockbox does not open. She checks the details again, and this time the lockbox opens, but there is no key inside. Tess becomes very confused and calls Airbnb, telling them that she has arrived at the property, but the key is missing from the lockbox. She is told to wait for a while. Tess sits inside her car. After some time, she looks toward the house window and notices that a light has been turned on inside the house. She becomes suspicious and feels that someone might already be inside. She rings the doorbell, and after a short while, a man comes out. His name is Keith. Tess asks Keith who he is, and Keith, surprised, asks Tess who she is. Tess tells him that she has rented this house and shows him her Airbnb booking details. Keith checks the details and says that this must be some kind of mistake because he has also rented the same house. Since the rain is very heavy, Keith tells Tess to come inside so they can call Airbnb together and clear up the confusion. After thinking for a moment, Tess enters the house. Keith then shows Tess his booking details on his phone, proving that he rented the house through Airbnb as well. Tess looks at the details and starts to trust Keith. She then decides to leave, but Keith asks her where she will go. Tess replies that she will look for a hotel. Keith tells her that it is raining very heavily and suggests that she wait until the rain slows down. Tess agrees and starts searching for hotels on her phone. She calls one hotel and asks if they have a room available for one night, but the hotel staff tells her that no rooms are available at that time. Tess becomes very upset. Seeing her upset, Keith tells Tess that she can stay there for one night if she wants. Tess initially says that it is okay and that she will manage. Keith then tells her that she can sleep in the bedroom while he will sleep on the couch. After thinking for a while, Tess agrees. After that, Tess goes to the bedroom and locks the door. On the table, she finds a wallet. When she opens it, she realizes that it belongs to Keith. She takes out Keith's ID card and takes a picture of it for safety, because she does not fully trust Keith despite his kind behavior. Tess freshens up and comes out of the room. She sees Keith sitting at the table and they start talking. Keith asks Tess why she has come here, and Tess tells him that she is here for a job interview. Later, Tess goes to sleep. After some time, she wakes up because of a noise. She gets up and sees that her bedroom door is open, even though she had locked it. She comes out of the room and sees Keith sleeping on the couch. It seems like he is having a nightmare and is making noises. Tess wakes Keith up, and he wakes up in fear. Tess also gets scared. Keith asks Tess what she is doing, and Tess asks him if he opened her bedroom door. Keith replies that he was sleeping and asks why he would do something like that. After hearing this, Tess goes back to her room, locks the door again, and goes back to sleep. Now we see that morning arrives. Tess comes out of her room and sees that Keith is not in the house. As she gets ready to leave, she notices a note on the table written by Keith. The note says that he has gone out and asks Tess to put the key back in the lockbox. Tess steps outside and notices that the area is very deserted. There are no people around. She becomes very surprised and starts driving while looking at the houses nearby, which are broken and abandoned. The area feels empty, and no one seems to live there. Next, we see a woman named Catherine interviewing Tess. The interview goes very well, and Catherine is very satisfied with Tess. Catherine then asks Tess where she is staying. Tess replies that she is staying in Brightmoor. After hearing this, Catherine tells Tess that she should not stay there because the area is very dangerous. Tess explains that she tried to find another place, but because there is a convention in town, she could not find any other accommodation. Catherine advises Tess to be careful and then leaves. When Tess returns home and is walking toward the house, she suddenly sees a man running toward her. Tess becomes extremely scared and runs inside the house. She immediately calls the police and tells them that her life is in danger. When she looks outside through the window, she sees that the man is gone. Seeing this, Tess finally takes a deep breath and starts to relax. Tess uses the bathroom, but she notices that there is no toilet paper. She starts looking for tissue paper, but she cannot find it anywhere. Tess opens a door that turns out to be the basement. She turns on the basement light and sees toilet paper lying there. She goes downstairs, picks up the toilet paper, and as soon as she comes back up, the basement door suddenly closes by itself. Tess tries very hard to open the door, but it does not open. She then remembers that she left her phone on the table upstairs. Now Tess starts searching the basement to find something she can use to open the door. Behind a pot, she notices a rope. Tess starts pulling the rope and sees that pulling it opens another door. The door opens, and inside it is very dark, and nothing can be seen. Tess gets an idea. There is a large mirror in the basement. Using the mirror, she reflects the light from the basement bulb toward the dark room, creating some light inside. Now, feeling scared, Tess enters the room. Inside, she sees another room. Tess opens that door and sees a dirty mattress lying on a bed, a video recording camera, and an empty bucket nearby. Tess moves a little further forward and notices a handprint on the wall made of blood. After seeing this, Tess becomes extremely frightened and runs back into the basement. There, she notices a small window. She starts knocking loudly on the window and calls for help. Suddenly, she sees Keith appear outside. She calls out to Keith and tells him that she is stuck downstairs. Tess is very panicked. Keith tries to open the window from outside, but it is jammed and will not open. Keith then asks Tess where the key is. Through a small gap in the window, Tess throws the key outside. Keith then enters the house and opens the basement door. Tess, in a panicked state, tells Keith everything she saw in the basement. Keith does not believe what Tess is saying and tells her not to worry, saying that she is completely safe. After hearing this, Tess says that she cannot stay there and that she is leaving. As Tess starts to leave, Keith stops her and tells her not to worry, saying that the things she saw in the basement are just junk. Tess angrily tries to leave, but Keith stops her again and says that he needs a little time and will go downstairs to check it himself. Tess tells him that she will not go back into the basement. Keith says it is okay if she does not want to go downstairs, but asks her to wait there so that the basement door does not close again and trap him inside. After saying this, Keith goes down into the basement. Tess starts following Keith and stands on the stairs, calling out to him, but Keith does not respond. Suddenly, Tess hears the sound of the basement door closing. She runs and stops the door from shutting and places a chair in front of it so it cannot close again. Now Tess goes back into the basement to look for Keith. She returns to the same room where the bed and bucket were and continues searching for him. Tess notices another door. When she opens it, she discovers another basement area with stairs going further down. Tess calls out to Keith, and she hears his faint voice saying, "Help me, please." After hearing this, Tess starts going down. She is extremely scared. While going down the stairs, she keeps calling out to Keith, but now he does not respond anymore. Tess reaches a tunnel and calls out to Keith again. Suddenly, in the light of a flashlight, Tess sees Keith moving toward her while walking like an animal. Seeing this, Tess becomes terrified. Keith looks very frightened and tells Tess that someone is down there and that it bit him. Tess tells Keith that they should go back, but Keith tells her no, saying they should not go back and must move forward instead. While they are arguing, suddenly a very tall woman appears. She grabs Keith's head and repeatedly smashes it against the wall, killing him instantly. Now the scene changes and we see a man driving a car. He is in a very cheerful mood. His name is AJ, and he works as a TV actor. While driving, AJ receives a phone call. On the call, he is told that his co-star has made a very serious accusation against him. He is informed that his co-star has accused him of rape and has officially filed a case against him. After hearing this, AJ becomes extremely worried because his financial situation is already very bad. He goes straight to his lawyer. After looking at AJ's financial condition, the lawyer tells him that if he wants to fight this case, he will have to sell his property. Now AJ arrives at Barbarian Street. In reality, the house that Tess rented earlier actually belongs to AJ. AJ now wants to sell this house because he needs money to fight the case. He notices a car parked outside, which actually belongs to Tess. When AJ goes inside the house, he notices a chair placed near the basement door. This is the same chair that Tess placed there to stop the basement door from closing on its own. AJ goes into a room and sees some belongings lying around, which actually belong to Tess and Keith. This makes AJ suspicious that someone has been living in his house. He calls the property management office and asks if anyone has rented his house while he was away, because there are belongings inside. They tell him that as far as they know, no one has rented his house. The call then ends. AJ opens the basement door and looks downstairs, asking if anyone is there. Suddenly, he hears a sound, which scares him. He quickly goes into the kitchen, grabs a knife, takes a flashlight, and goes down into the basement. AJ reaches the tunnel where, 2 weeks earlier, the strange woman had killed Keith. Seeing this, AJ becomes very happy because he realizes that his basement has a lot of extra space and that he could earn extra money from this house. AJ searches online to see if extra space in a basement can bring in extra income. After reading the information online, AJ becomes very pleased. AJ then starts measuring the basement using a measuring tape. While measuring, he reaches the same room where a bed and a bucket are placed. AJ begins measuring that room as well. Suddenly, as he steps outside, he notices a faint light coming from another room. He enters that room and notices a very bad smell. Inside, a TV is playing, showing a woman breastfeeding a baby. Suddenly, the measuring tape in AJ's hand starts pulling on its own, as if someone on the other end is pulling it. He quickly points the knife and flashlight toward one direction of the tunnel. Suddenly, he hears a strange sound, and AJ starts running in the opposite direction. While running, the flashlight falls from his hand and turns off. AJ picks it up, but the flashlight is damaged and keeps turning on and off. While trying to turn it on, AJ briefly sees a glimpse of the woman. He becomes extremely frightened. Suddenly, the flashlight turns on, and AJ sees that the woman is standing right in front of his face. AJ runs away in fear, and the woman starts chasing him. While running, AJ falls into a pit and injures his arm. The horrifying woman closes the pit from above. AJ then notices a girl inside the pit. It is Tess, who has been trapped there for the past 2 weeks. Tess immediately signals AJ to stay quiet. She bandages his injured arm and asks if anyone knows that he is there. AJ, very panicked, says that he does not want to stay there. Tess explains that he needs to stay calm and that if he wants to stay alive, he must do whatever the woman tells him to do. Otherwise, the woman will get angry and kill him. Suddenly, the woman appears there, and Tess moves a little away from AJ and sits down. The horrifying woman lowers her hand, holding a baby bottle. She moves the bottle toward AJ, but AJ refuses to drink from it. Tess tells AJ to do whatever the woman wants, but AJ still refuses. The woman then turns the bottle toward Tess, and Tess silently starts drinking from it. The woman again offers the bottle to AJ, but once again, AJ refuses. Seeing this, the woman jumps down. Tess and AJ become terrified when they see her. The woman goes to Tess and starts treating her lovingly, like her own child. Then the woman turns toward AJ, grabs him by the leg, and drags him upward. The horrifying woman throws AJ onto the bed and lies on top of him. Meanwhile, Tess notices that the pit door is open. Somehow, Tess climbs out of the pit and walks toward the door of the room where the woman took AJ. Tess sees that the woman is forcefully trying to breastfeed AJ. Horrified, Tess quickly starts to leave, but in her hurry, her foot hits the measuring tape. The sound alerts the woman, and she realizes that Tess is trying to escape. The woman starts chasing Tess. While running, Tess reaches the basement door and sees that it is closed. She tries very hard to open it, but it will not open. Tess runs back into the basement and notices the same window through which she earlier gave the key to Keith. Tess tries to break the glass and escape. Suddenly, a man appears and pulls Tess outside. He grabs her arm and takes her away from the house. His name is Andre. Andre is the same man who was running toward Tess earlier when she was returning from her interview. Tess tells Andre that there is a man trapped inside and that they need to help him. Andre tells Tess that she is lucky to have escaped and that she should leave immediately. He warns her that if she stays, the woman will kill her. But Tess angrily tells Andre that they need to help AJ. Andre replies that his job was only to warn her, and what she does next is her choice. He says that once night falls, the woman will come looking for her, and before it gets dark, Tess should leave immediately. After saying this, Andre leaves. Tess goes out to look for help. While walking, she sees a gas station with a small convenience store. She quickly goes there and sees a man sitting inside. Tess immediately asks him if he has a phone. Luckily he does. Tess uses the phone to call the police and asks them to come immediately. Now the scene changes and we see AJ coming out of the room. He sees that no one is there because the woman had chased Tess, which gives AJ a chance to escape. AJ turns on his phone flashlight and starts running, trying to find a way out of the tunnel. Suddenly, he hears someone screaming behind him. He tries to look using the phone flashlight, but he cannot see anyone. Then he notices a door. He looks back, and in the light of his phone flashlight, he briefly sees the horrifying woman. She stops at a short distance, as if she is afraid to come closer. AJ realizes that whatever is inside this room is something the woman is afraid of. AJ opens the door and enters the room. As soon as he enters, he smells a terrible odor. While AJ is looking around the room, he hears movement behind him. He quickly turns around and sees an old man lying on a bed. The old man is very sick. The old man points towards something, and AJ understands that he is asking for water. AJ picks up a water bottle and gives it to him, and the old man starts drinking. AJ assumes that the woman has also kept this man imprisoned. AJ tells the old man not to worry and says that both of them will soon be free from the woman. The old man points again, but AJ does not understand. AJ picks up a table nearby and places it closer to the old man. AJ then finds some tapes. When he plays them, he is shocked. In the tapes, he sees that the old man is raping many women. AJ turns back toward the old man and sees him pulling a pistol from the table. AJ becomes terrified and thinks that the old man is about to shoot him. But instead, the old man places the gun to his own head. AJ tries to stop him, but the old man shoots himself, which frightens AJ even more. Now we see Tess sitting at the gas station, waiting for the police. A police car arrives. Tess quickly goes to the car and tells the officer that she was held captive for 2 weeks and that there is a man inside the house who is in danger. The police officer looks at Tess's clothes and assumes that she might be on drugs. He asks her if she has any ID. Tess angrily replies that she does not have any ID and insists that they must go to the house immediately because a man's life is in danger. The police officer takes Tess to the house. He shines a flashlight through the same window Tess used to escape, but he sees nothing. Tess keeps screaming and trying to convince him, but the officer does not believe her. Thinking she is crazy, the officer starts to leave. Tess asks him where he is going, but the officer does not respond and drives away. Tess tries to stop him, but he ignores her and leaves. Now it is night, and Tess knows that the woman will come looking for her. Tess comes up with a plan. She gets into her car, points it toward the front of the house, and waits for the woman to come out. After some time, the woman comes out of the house screaming. Tess immediately drives the car forward and hits the woman. The impact is so strong that the woman is knocked unconscious. After that, Tess enters the house and goes into the basement to look for AJ. Meanwhile, AJ picks up the old man's gun and returns to the tunnel. He is extremely panicked and points the gun and his phone flashlight in one direction of the tunnel. Now we see Tess noticing a light inside the tunnel. As she is looking, a gunshot suddenly fires and Tess collapses. On the other side, it is AJ who fired the shot in panic. Luckily, the bullet only grazes Tess and she survives. AJ quickly runs to Tess, apologizes to her, and helps her outside the house. Outside, Tess notices that the woman is no longer there. AJ then starts walking with Tess down the road. Suddenly, Andre appears and signals them to stay quiet. He then calls Tess and AJ over to him. The three of them sit together, and AJ asks Andre who the woman is. Andre explains that she is a crazy woman who has been living there for the past 40 years. AJ says that this cannot be true because he is the owner of the house. Andre replies that AJ may have the house papers, but the house originally belonged to the woman's father, whose name was Frank. Andre explains that Frank used to bring different women into the house, rape them, and have children with them. He would then rape those children and produce more children. AJ realizes that the man who shot himself earlier was Frank. While they are talking, the horrifying woman suddenly appears and kills Andre. Seeing this, Tess and AJ are terrified. AJ abandons Tess and runs away. Tess runs after AJ and tells him to wait, but AJ does not listen and starts climbing a water tower. Tess is badly injured, but she is still chasing after AJ and calling out to him for help. AJ pulls out the gun to kill the woman, but in panic, the gun slips from his hand and falls down. The woman also climbs onto the water tower. AJ now realizes that the woman thinks of both him and Tess as her children. To save himself, AJ grabs Tess by the hair and throws her off the water tower. As soon as the woman sees Tess falling, she jumps off the water tower to save her. We then see AJ climb down and notice that the woman caught Tess in her arms while falling, so Tess would not get hurt. AJ sees that both Tess and the woman are unconscious. After some time, Tess wakes up. AJ helps her up and starts explaining that he did everything to save their lives. At that moment, the woman also wakes up. She grabs AJ by the neck and kills him. After that, the woman gently points toward the house, as if telling Tess to come back home. Tess replies that she does not want to go back there. Tess then picks up the gun and points it at the woman's face. The woman gently touches Tess, truly believing that Tess is her child. At that moment, Tess shoots the woman. With this, the story comes to an end. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more gripping movie explanations like this.